saying my whole name. I was already saying goodbye in my head, packing up the memories, folding the bed, but your voice cracks open like it's the first time. Not an ending, baby, this is a lifeline. So I open my eyes, catch my breath. Nothing here feels anything like death. The room stops spinning, the feel lets go. There's something in your hand I didn't know. Now you say stay and mean forever. You say my lifeline, not we're through. Wrong kind of goodbye, right kind of new. The ring in your hand says everything's true. Every fear I had just disappeared. This is the moment I thought I'd fear. I was ready to let you go, ready to walk away slow, but you were never leaving me. You were just down on one knee. So yes, it's stay, it's always mine. Yes to forever, yes every time. Wrong kind of goodbye turned into I do. Every ending was leading to you. All the fear I carried turns to light. You were never saying goodnight. Wrong kind of goodbye. One last time. You texted one more time. Let's meet like we used to. I read it twice before I let myself smile. Same coffee shop, same corner booth we always chose. I thought this meant we're starting up again. You're early dressed the way you always dressed. Same soft smile, same look I used to know best. I almost reach across to hold your hand, but something in your eyes I don't understand. You say one last time, but you don't mean what I thought you'd mean. Now let's begin. You mean let this be clean. One last coffee, one last look, one last name. You came to say goodbye, not stay the same. I thought this was a start, but it's the end of a flame. You reach for words like you rehearsed them on the way. I needed you. winter, dressed in a disguise. The coffee's getting cold between our hands. The silence says the things I don't demand. I finally understand why you came here. Not for forever, just to make it clear. You say one last time, and now I finally hear what it means. Not a reunion, just a graceful scene. One last coffee, one last look, one last door. I won't be the one waiting anymore. This was never a start, it was closing the score. I hold this cup a little longer. Let the quiet make me stronger. You stand to leave, I let you go. No more chasing what I already know. So this is one last time. No more meaning left to find. Not the reunion, just a gentle goodbye. One last coffee, one last look, one last name. I walk out lighter, I'm not the same. Some doors close, so a new one can remain. One last time. One last time. My heart's been running laps around a word I haven't said. Tonight's the night I finally let it out of my head. Before I could say it, before I found the nerve. One more breath, one more look, one more curve. I'm circling the moment, scared to make the leap. Holding a secret I'm too shy to keep. I've rehearsed this in the mirror 20 times tonight. Every version of the sentence feels not quite right. You're right there across the room, laughing at something small. I'm gathering the courage just to make the call. My hands are cold, my heart's too loud. I mouth the words, but nothing comes out. Just one more step, just one more line. Tonight I swear the words will be mine. My heart's been running laps and now I'm almost at the door. One more step and I'll be someone I wasn't before. Before I could say it, before I crossed the floor. I'm rehearsing the sentence I'm reaching for. I'm circling closer, almost at the edge. Ready to finally step off the ledge. I walk across the room, I open up my mouth to start, but you look up at me first with something in your heart. I've been meaning to tell you, you say it before I do. Every word I practice disappears when I look at you. Wait, did you just say what I think you said? Every plan I had just fell out of my head. You beat me to it, you said it first. Now I'm the one who's about to burst. You said it first, before I could say it. Before I found the door, I was circling the moment, and you just walked right through. forever. Text at midnight, let's meet up again. Been 3 years since I heard from you back then. I read it twice, my heart doing something strange, wondering if people really do rearrange. I text back yes before I think it through. My mind is racing, thinking of me and you. I put on my favorite shirt, I do my hair, getting ready for a moment I didn't know was there. But you write back, sorry, wrong thread. I meant to send this to somebody else instead. Not meant for me, not meant for me. This whole time it was a wrong delivery. I laugh out loud, alone here in my room. Guess my heart got a little ahead of the room. So who's the you meant to write instead? I ask, half laughing at the mess in my head. You tell the story of some old university friend, and somehow this becomes a different kind of trend. We keep on texting, laughing at the slip. A wrong number turned door that opened from a mistake. Indeed, so it wasn't meant for me, but I'm not mad at all. A wrong number, a right laugh, a stranger's midnight call. Not meant for me turned into something new. Guess the wrong thread led me somewhere true. Not meant for me, but here I am tonight, laughing at a mix-up that turned out right. Not meant for me. Not meant for me. Not meant for me. Not meant for me. Confetti falls different. Confetti's falling, everyone's cheering my name, but there's a feeling in my chest I can't explain. Confetti falls different when you're standing there. The room is spinning gold, but something's in the air. Everybody's dancing, but I catch your eye, and something in your smile says a quiet goodbye. They booked the venue, hung the banner with my name. 6 years of us. This party was the aim. You're across the room in your favorite dress tonight. Everyone keeps toasting, saying we look so right. You pull me close under the golden light. Can we talk outside, just you and me tonight? I smile and follow, thinking this is the part where the night gets even better from the start. Confetti's falling, but your voice starts to shake. I think this party's for an ending, not for our sake. Confetti falls different when the words come out wrong. The music's still playing the exact same song. Everybody's cheering, they don't know what I know, that the confetti falling means it's time to go. I paint on the same smile, walk back through the door. Everyone keeps clapping like they did before. I raise a glass I can't taste, laugh at jokes I can't hear. This party they threw for us just disappeared. The banner with my name still hangs up high, while something in the room just said goodbye. I keep on smiling for the camera flash, while everything I thought I had turns to ash. Confetti still falling, but now I understand this whole bright party was never part of the plan. Confetti falls different once you know the truth. The room stays golden, but I feel every proof. Everybody's dancing to a song about the end, while I hold my smile like it's my only friend. No catch myself smiling in a way I can't disprove. The weight I thought would crush me isn't here. Something lighter's taken over, calm and clear. Turns out I'm lighter than I thought I'd be. No tears tonight, just me finally free. I braced for heavy, got a groove instead. Turns out this ending's lighter than I said. I'm dancing solo and it feels like flight. Didn't know goodbye could feel this light. I check my phone, half expecting it to hurt, but all I feel is quiet, clean, like fresh dirt. No missing you tonight, no reaching for the past. Just me and this groove, moving fast. I thought I need somebody here to hold, but the room feels warmer than it did when we were told. This isn't the sad song I rehearsed in my head. It's something brighter, something light instead. Turns out I'm lighter than I thought I'd be. Free falling upward, finally just me. I braced for heavy, found a groove instead. Turns out this ending's lighter than I said. No looking back tonight, just looking up. Turns out my heart just needed to unlock. Maybe endings aren't all made of rain. Maybe some just let go of the weight and the pain. I thought I'd fall apart tonight. Instead I'm floating in the light. Turns out I'm lighter than I ever knew. No heavy heart tonight, just something new. I braced for break and found myself instead. Turned out this ending's just a beginning to deflate. I'd love for you to be there. Then I see her name right next to yours, and nothing feels the same. So this is why you called after all this time. Not for a reunion, just a formal line. I laugh a little at myself, but what I planned, this was never what I thought I'd understand. You asked me, will you come? I already said yes, but it's still the wrong kind. I softly confess, not a yes to loving you the way I did before. Just a yes, I'll wear a smile and walk through your door. Wrong kind of yes, but I'll RSVP with grace and raise a glass to love in someone else's face. Funny how a voice from the past can dress an ending like it's built to last. I'll go, I'll smile, I wish you well, and finally let go of the story I used to tell. So yes, I'll come, but not the way you assumed. Wrong kind of yes, but my heart's not consumed. Not a yes to missing what we used to be. Just a yes to finally setting myself free. Wrong kind of yes turned into the right kind of goodbye. I'll dance at your wedding, never wonder why. Wrong kind of yes. Wrong kind of yes. We sat across the table, both of us knew the end. The kind of quiet dinner that you don't intend to attend. You said, let's make this final, and I nodded through the pain, thinking I would never see your face again. We finish our last drink, we stand to say goodbye. You hold the door, but something's in your eye. Actually, wait, you pause halfway out the door. I don't think I'm ready to not know you anymore. This isn't goodbye, not after all. Not the ending, just before the curtain falls. I thought this table was where our story died, but you're still standing here, right by my side. Not goodbye after all, just a door left ajar. Turns out the ending was just how we are. We sit back down, order one more drink to share. Talking slower now, like we finally have time to spare. Not fixing everything tonight, not erasing slow, unplanned kiss. This isn't goodbye, not after all, not the closing scene, just before the curtain falls. I thought this table was the end of you and me, but it's just the start of who we're going to be. Not goodbye, after all, just a page we turn, a story I thought was over, brand new and unlearned. Every plot twist led us right back here tonight. Not an ending, baby, just our second first light. Not goodbye after all. Not goodbye after all.